What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Coop, back with another video. Today I want to talk to you guys about struggling to see your gains and possibly trying to help you troubleshoot what's making those gains not come as quickly or as efficiently as you would like. Stay tuned. Before we get into today's video, please hit that subscribe button down below and click that bell icon so you're notified whenever I post a video. Like I said, today I want to talk to you guys about not seeing the gains that you want to see from the gym, or not seeing the progress that you want to see from the gym, and possibly helping you trying to troubleshoot that. This is a question that I get a lot from peers, from clients, from people that I just meet out in public. They're in the gym consistently. They're in the gym minimum 3, max 6 days per week. They feel as though they're eating well and their body's not changing as much as they would like. They're not seeing the muscle growth that they would like to see. They're not seeing the fat loss that they would like to see. And they're not seeing the strength gains that they would like to see. So with that said, there's a lot to unpack, and each goal kind of has similar aspects that determine whether or not you're seeing your gains. So if you're trying to put on lean muscle, put on size, a couple of the biggest things that impact your ability to put on size, the first thing is going to be the amount of volume that you're putting on your muscles throughout the week. And when I say volume, the easiest way to think about this for myself is how many sets per week am I giving each muscle group? So if I'm having trouble growing my quads, for example, and I know that I squat, I have 3 sets of squat on Monday. Let's say Monday's my leg day. Then I have lunges and I have Bulgarian split squats. But those are all the leg exercises that I have for the week. And I do each exercise for 3 sets. So since I have those 3 exercises at 3 sets, all targeting the quads, that's 9 sets of quad exercises throughout the week. And if I'm doing that and I'm not seeing the growth that I would like to see, then maybe that means I need a little bit more volume. Maybe that means I throw in an extra exercise to give me more volume. Maybe that means I throw in an extra set on each exercise that I have to get me just that little bit more volume and see how my body adjusts to that. If I'm getting 9 sets and I'm not seeing the growth that I would like, maybe I'll try 12 sets, adding in an extra exercise, or add an extra set to also get me to 12 sets, and adjust based on what I see from there. Am I getting enough volume? That is the first question that I would ask myself if I'm trying to put on lean muscle and I'm having difficulty doing so. Now, another thing that ties into put on lean mass is food, and food is the biggest one, primarily protein intake. If I'm not getting in sufficient protein, then my muscles aren't getting the fuel that they need to rebuild, thus put on size. Now, a great benchmark for protein intake to determine how much you need to take in, if I'm trying to put on lean muscle, I should shoot for 0.8 to 1.1 grams per pound of body weight. So I myself, I weigh 210 pounds. So if I'm trying to put on lean muscle, 0.8 for me is roughly 195. 1.1 is roughly 218, somewhere in there. So I'd want to be somewhere in that range every single day in order to fuel my muscles the way that they need to 1, recover, and then 2, to rebuild. Because that's what we're doing. When we're in the gym and we're strength training, we tear the muscles down, we add in some protein, our protein comes in, heals our muscles, and helps them grow bigger. So those are the first 2 things that I would ask myself. And the third thing I would ask myself is, am I sleeping enough? If I'm not getting enough sleep, then I'm not giving my body the correct amount of time to recover and help those proteins, and have those proteins really heal my muscles to then again help my muscles build. I think those are the 3 biggest things that I would ask myself when it comes to putting on lean muscle. And then the second thing, losing body fat. Losing body fat exists in kind of the same space. When we're trying to lose body fat, we're going to want to preserve all the lean muscle possible. So again, volume is going to be very key. Making sure that we're getting enough volume that our muscles tear down a little bit. 2, that we're getting enough protein to help our muscles heal and help them grow, or at least maintain at the very minimum. 3, am I sleeping enough to help my muscles recover? But the 4th, one of the bigger things, is, am I moving enough? Am I moving enough throughout the day? Am I getting in more movement? Have I changed the amount that I move outside of my normal workout routine? Burning those extra calories is going to drop you into that caloric deficit, which is what we need in order to lose body fat. Those are the 4 biggest pillars or questions that I would ask myself when it comes to losing body fat. Am I getting enough volume? And am I eating enough protein? Am I sleeping enough? and am I moving more than I was prior to me deciding to want to lose weight? Now, when it comes to putting on strength, am I getting enough volume? Volume is very important for strength, and volume should be a little bit more calculated. That is a whole nother conversation, whole nother video when it comes to building strength, like wanting to get strong, because that's a whole different ball game. But volume is very key. Protein intake is also very key to help your muscles recover. Sleep is very key to help your muscles recover and help them build. But the fourth pillar with building strength is, am I adding a little bit of weight, a little bit of resistance week over week? That term that's called progressive overload. Progressive overload, the idea is, am I making the exercise or the program harder progressively over the course of my program? Those are the biggest things that I would ask myself. Volume, protein, sleep, progressive overload. Progressive overload is very important when wanting to get strong. As you can see, all of these things have three big things in common: volume, protein, and sleep. Losing weight, that fourth pillar is moving a little bit more. Gaining strength, that fourth pillar is progressive overload. Very, very important when it comes to wanting to gain strength. However, there is one very, very large key that is important through all three. Am I being consistent? Am I consistently hitting my 12 sets of quad exercises throughout the week, week over week, for a month, month and a half? Have I been consistent doing that? Have I been eating the amount of protein that I need to eat? Have I been getting at least 7 hours of sleep every night? All of these things have to be extremely consistent to allow your body to adjust and allow your body to grow. You're asking your body to do something that it hasn't done, so you have to give your body time to adjust. And if we're not consistent, we're not giving our body the opportunity to adjust and to give you those gains that you're looking for. Putting on lean muscle is one of those things that just takes time. Losing body fat takes time. Gaining strength takes time. Consistency is the single most important thing when it comes to all three of these kinds of goals. And that is the biggest thing that I would harp on, no matter what your goal is in the gym. Am I being consistent? Can I check off these 3 or 4? Can I answer all 4 of these questions in a way that is indicative of producing the results that I want to see? That's what it boils down to. Consistency. Consistency is easily the biggest thing. But that's it for today's video, guys. If you like today's video, please hit that like button down below and click the subscribe button while you're down there. But until next time, I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.